Welcome to the second episode of my high intensity training experiment series. In this series, I take you along for the ride as I push myself to the limit by doing 6 Vo2 Max workouts a week for 3 weeks straight, going as hard as I can in every ride. In the last episode, I experienced sore legs, never-ending hunger, and I barely survived the week. Starting out strong and finishing in the hole. Let's see if I manage to turn this thing around. Alright, day 1 of the second week of this high intensity training experiment. On my way out for the test set. Yesterday on my rest day, I was super tired, super tired. But today I feel good, I think. So I am excited to see how I'll do when we get done with the warm-up. Yeah, let's do it. Done with the second test set. Lots of flies around here. So it started out okay, but well, actually the last 3 reps were actually pretty terrible. It's been a bit of a wet day. My son is sick, so I've been home with him, taking care of him, and maybe I haven't been eating and drinking enough water. Got a bit of a headache now, so or maybe I'm just coming up with all kinds of excuses. I think I might want to just go ahead and try this again tomorrow, actually. Okay, day 2 of the second week of this HIIT experiment, and as mentioned yesterday, I wasn't really satisfied with the result of my test set, so I'm gonna try to do it all over again. It's much earlier in the day. Try to get rehydrated, eat well, all the good stuff. So let's do it. Okay, done with the second attempt at my second test set. Some good, some bad. I think my overall feeling is that I am able to produce more power without getting kind of overflown with lactate. I'm not sure, I haven't seen the numbers yet, but I'm pretty sure they're probably not quite as good as the first time. But this is gonna sound like a bad excuse. Me not wanting to admit that the program is too hard or whatever, but on I think every interval except the maybe first one, I hit like a sharp corner or roundabout, other kinds of road furnitures, and had to kind of make up 20 watts in, I don't know, the last half of the interval and stuff. So don't think the numbers are quite there, but the feeling is good, and that's worth something as well. So now I'm just gonna ride on easy home, enjoy this nice spring weather we got here in Denmark finally. probably gonna put on a podcast or something. If you have any recommendations on interesting podcasts or audiobooks or anything like that, please leave it in the comment. So it's great with some inspiration on that front. So I'm about halfway in this experiment by now, and on one hand that's pretty nice, especially because I start to feel pretty good actually. So vibes are high, for sure higher than by the end of last week. But one thing that's really hard about this experiment is that I have to go hard in every single ride. And that requires lots of focus and mental resources. I hurt so bad 6 times a week, and by being halfway I know all the hurt that I've gone through so far, and I know that I have to go through all that hurt one more time. Normally if you do Vo2 Max work, you might do it twice a week. So in this experiment I actually do 9 weeks worth of high intensity training in just 3 weeks. I try to deal with this thing inside my head by trying as hard as I can not to think about how hard the ride was yesterday, and especially to not think about how hard the ride will be tomorrow and the day after. But I better get dressed and ready for today's workout. Alright, day 4 of the second week, and I'm actually halfway now, which is pretty insane. Yesterday I did a set of 30 15s, and I felt super great, super great. Awesome workout actually. So I'm pretty excited to see what today's workout have in store for me. If it's a sign of improved fitness, or if I'm gonna fall completely apart. Done with today's workout, 6 times 4 minutes. That was actually quite good. Definitely better than I would have thought it would be at this point in the program. That's a real nice surprise. Seems like my body is actually adapting to the work. Still able to get my heart rate up where it's supposed to be, but in the rest periods and the warm up and stuff, my heart rate is actually getting lower. I'm interpreting that as a good thing. So yeah, all in all, good. Especially considering yesterday's very hard workout. So nothing to do but get back home, chill out, get ready for another one tomorrow. Day 13 of this crazy HIIT experiment, or the last day of the second week, which means I have a rest day tomorrow. I've actually been feeling quite good also the last few days, so today I'm gonna push it a little further. I have a race coming up on the first weekend of June, so I really want to add some distance because I haven't really done anything more than an hour 40 minutes for the last 2 weeks or so. So I want to ride a little longer, but also of course do my high intensity training intervals, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, done with the main set of today, 12 times 2 minutes, and I actually did good, very good. I feel and I did feel great all the way through, and my legs are actually still quite alright. Can't believe that's actually how I'm feeling at this moment in the program, so that's food for thought. So now I'm just taking it nice and easy for a few minutes, and then I'm just gonna get some distance in my legs as well. I'm not gonna limit myself to just going very easy. I'm not gonna go as hard as in the intervals itself, but might do some sweet spot or whatever the body feels like. So the program is after all about taking it to the limit, and tomorrow we'll be resting. Today we'll be working. Ooh. Okay, that one took me to my limit, or at least close to. So ended up with around 2 hours, 45 minutes. As mentioned, I started out with 12 times 2 minutes, went great. Then rode on, did some tempo stuff. Tried to keep pressure on the pedals, and I'm actually pretty happy about today's ride. That was kind of amazing. I've always struggled with doing this high intensity training or Vo2 Max training, call it whatever you want. Whenever I've done them, I've always felt so destroyed afterwards, and just wanting to go home as fast as possible. Never felt like doing something like today, that's for sure. So something's happened. Not sure what it is yet. Not sure if it's good or bad. We'll find out. But pretty happy about today. Second week done, and it's time for an update. So last week started out with the test set, of course, the 5 times 5 minutes. I felt like shit on the first go, so I tried again the next day. On the second day I was actually just super unlucky with the route that I chose. Lots of sharp corners and roundabouts and stupid stuff. So I more or less ended up with the same result, 352 or 53 for those on average over the 5 minutes. Not a great result, and I don't really feel like it shows where I'm at and how I'm feeling. On the third day I did 4 sets of 30 15s. Fourth day I did 6 times 4 minutes. It's a workout that looks a bit like the test set, the 5 times 5 minutes, so I've run the numbers on that one, and on average over the 4-minute intervals I did 372 watts. So I actually think that maybe shows a bit more where I'm at physically at the moment. On the 5th day I did 4 sets of 40 20s. On the 6th day yesterday I did 12 times 2 minutes. So even though the week started out pretty bad, it actually ended up becoming an awesome week. From the second day and on till yesterday, I've actually been feeling great in every session. Surprised myself a few times with the power I was able to produce, and actually I don't feel too bad today either. So at the moment I'm kind of surprised at how great I feel. And yeah, I'm just ready for the last big week of work, and excited to see how I'll be feeling in a week from now.